Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Alrighty, so it's almost that time.
It is that time of the year. I'm so excited. One of my favorite time of the year when the crazies come out.
There's a ton of them. We know it. If you guys Black Friday shop, you know what we're talking about. Where people are like, get off my way. I want the Barbie doll. I want the Tickle Me Elmo. I want the Furby. I want everything. Get away from me. I hate you. It's all about my kid and not about like health. With that said, it is almost Black Friday / Thursday since there's not really a Black Friday anymore. We go Thanksgiving. We're going to go over what to do pop hunting on Black Friday. First in line is Walmart, where they're going to have an exclusive mystery box. Now, it's not necessarily a mystery. We've already seen it. It is a DC-inspired mystery box. Spoilers if you don't want to know what it is. We're going to put a picture up of it. I'll just tell you what the main thing is in it, which is the Killer Croc / Batman and Popster. So if you guys are collecting the Popster line, you're going to need this one. It looks like a cool pop. I really like it.
It looks really awesome. And the fun thing is some Walmarts are already releasing this. So if you want, you can try and check your Walmart and see if they have it in stock already.
They might have it in there. It is $20, so, you know, kind of keep an eye on that. They're all the same as far as you know. So there's no need to buy more than one if you're expecting something different.
Right. The bane of our existence. GameStop's mystery box.
They're back! And maybe more evil than ever. We don't know yet. Yeah. We have seen the ad now. They're going to have 5 more pops.
Of course they are, and they're probably going to be the exact same problem we had last year.
We don't know that, so we're not going to say that necessarily.
I don't know.
Now, one thing we did see, thankfully, it looks like they are going to saran wrap the boxes.
Good, so no peeking.
And so hopefully no peeking. Now we do know what's inside of this box. If you guys want, this is a spoiler video, so we can't really hide it.
Sorry, guys.
But we'll throw some pictures up here. Now, as you can see, the main one for me is the metallic Trini.
That's the one I really, really want. So unfortunately, we're going to have to buy like 5 boxes so I can.
I'm not doing that. We're not going to do that this year.
No, we're not. We're going to get 1 box.
One.
And pray.
If it's a gold one, awesome. If it's Trini, awesome. Because the other ones I'm not interested in. Which you can see here, it's got some Dragon Ball Z ones, and it also has some Mega Man ones. Now we've seen. The only gold one I've seen so far is Mega Man. I don't know if they're doing gold of all of them.
I don't know.
Could you imagine a gold Power Ranger?
God,
a gold Yellow Ranger?
So exciting.
It would make sense since it's yellow for them to do gold, maybe.
Right,
that's why they're doing it. I don't know. I haven't seen anything but that gold Mega Man. It does say on the ad here that a few lucky guests get a rare golden pop vinyl. So we don't know. Last year, you had the opportunity to have a gold one of every single one of the pops. The only gold one we've seen so far is a Mega Man. Now that doesn't mean that the only gold one is Mega Man. More than likely there's going to be a gold for every one of them. Although the Mega Man wouldn't make a lot of sense because there's a few. I don't know how that's going to. I just don't know how it's going to work. It could be only the gold Mega Man. I don't have a clue how this is going to work.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a complete surprise.
So the problem with last year, if you guys are kind of new into the Funko Pop realm, the world, the issue is last year, of course, it says you have a 1 in 5 chance, which it's not really a chance, but you just have a 1 in 5 chance that you're going to get, you know, a specific pop. It didn't really work out that way last year because some stores got like only 2 different ones in the entire store. Like,
and
they
had 30.
Weren't
mixed up. The palettes were just kind of like, these are all going to be Batgirl and these are all going to be Batman. It was just a big mess.
And hopefully this year they've learned from that mistake. It looks like, hopefully they have. What needs to happen, hopefully that'll happen, is the palettes that come in the store should all have the same ratios. Just like when you buy a mystery mini box or whatever. So everybody has an equal chance from store to store of what you get. So hopefully that's what they're going to do this year. We bought 5 boxes last year and got only 2 different pops, 5, and they weren't horrible because at least they were Batman and Batgirl. So this year, I think we're only going to buy 1.
We're just going to buy 1 box and see what happens.
Hope it's Trini. Just hope, or something gold.
If not, we're going to be, trading or buying on eBay.
So those boxes will be $20, guys, and GameStop's an early one. They open them at Friday at 5 a.m.
Actually, they're kind of late in the Black Friday game if you think about it.
I guess you could think of that.
Either you've been up all night out fighting for things, or you're just getting up and going to get this one specific box. So, you're one or the other.
So hopefully GameStop doesn't screw it up because there'll be a lot of angry people that are probably tired by then. Now, in addition to the mystery box, GameStop will also be having a sale where you buy 1 pop, you get another one half off.
Our next stop is Hot Topic, where they're going to have a Gold Collector's Edition BB-8, and it's going to be in this like glass protective dome, which is kind of neat and cool.
Weird.
It's weird. It's different, and I like the fact that it looks kind of like the Rose from Beauty and the Beast.
It does.
It's so fun.
Maybe they should have put a Beauty and the Beast pop in there instead.
They should.
Okay, so here's the problem with that. Number one, I get what they're doing. They're really trying to come out with something kind of cool, kind of different. I totally understand that. But BB-8?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I could think of other characters that we could put there, maybe Han Solo or something, but BB-8...
I could have, imagine if they could have done Han Solo.
I know.
The Carbonite would have been sick for Black Friday. But whatever, I get it, the dome's cool. I don't want it, but I feel like we probably should at least try to pick it up just for the channel.
Yeah, we'll try to pick it up, and that way we can review it so everybody can see it, but...
Yeah, it's going to be $20 if you're a Star Wars, like a super Star Wars fan or a BB-8 fan. A super BB-8 fan, I should say. Then cool, get this.
I would have been more excited had this been like a Beauty and the Beast pop with the new movie coming out next year. I think that would have been a lot of fun.
Maybe it didn't expand it because of, like, I don't know if a guy would necessarily.
That's true, probably not.
I think BB-8 a little bit. I don't know what their vision was for that, but it's out there, guys. While you're out there at Hot Topic, they're also going to have another mystery box. A lot of these mystery boxes aren't mystery.
They're not necessarily mysteries. It's like, hey, here's a mystery box, but here's all of the contents of this mystery box.
Yeah, exactly. Heck, Funko's doing that now with their collector cores and stuff. But anyways, that's a whole different situation. But this is a Nightmare Before Christmas box. Now, this isn't technically a Black Friday box. Kind of coming out parallel to Black Friday, so you might see this in stores. I think it's cool if you're Nightmare Before Christmas. I always remember that scene. It has the Oogie Boogie with bugs, and that like kind of is ingrained in my brain when I was a kid because I thought it was so gross.
I was gonna say it was such a creepy scene, and I think that the box art looks really nice on this. It's going to be I think it's going to be a popular box. Up next, we're going to Walgreens, where they're going to have an exclusive glow-in-the-dark Shadow Guard from Star Wars. Now, the ad says this is a Walgreens.com exclusive, so we're not sure if it's going to be in the stores or if it's going to show up online. So just kind of keep your eye out for this one.
It would make sense since it's the Shadow Guard Black Friday, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. That would make sense.
So I don't know if that's what's going on. It could only be online. It might only go online during Black Friday. So this is going to be kind of a mystery. Maybe make this last on your list of Black Friday shopping.
Definitely.
Just kind of, you know, run in there and see what's going on, or pop online and see.
Plus,
if
it's Walgreens, so they're open every day of the year, 24 hours a day in most places.
Even on the holidays.
So...
Sorry, guys. Sorry, employees. But yeah, so keep your eye on that. I don't know how it's going to go in the dark, though, because it's black and it's really hard to make things dark.
Oh, that's true.
So it might only be as like eye guard or something. I don't know.
Up next we have Meijer, also known as Meijer.
That's right. So Meijer is going to be a very bland. There's nothing a whole lot going on. It's just buy something, you get another thing 50% off on all Funko stuff. Now Meijer's been kind of new into the Funko world, sort of.
Yeah.
We've noticed that they have a decent set of pops. You know, kind of the normal ones.
Not too bad.
Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and a few Batmans here and there. Not a great expansion of a different collection. However, they do have a good Dorbs collection. And mystery minis for that matter.
They do. And also, Meijer has an M-Perks program, which is a couponing program, and they have a $1 off coupon off of a Funko Pop right now on their website.
There you go. So if you guys are in Meijer, kind of check that out too. Up next is FYE. Now, there's nothing really going on in FYE's special. That is, it's the same thing they always have. Buy 2 pops, get the third one for 75% off. It doesn't include exclusives, which I've never been a big fan of. I think you should include your exclusives.
I think so,
That's what
too.
makes people come to the store to buy it. So, you know, whatever. It also will have a buy one, get one half off on mystery minis. Up next is Target.
My favorite
Target,
store.
I have a lot to talk about in Target. Target, it's got me a little excited because I'm a Batman fan.
A little hesitant because we know how sometimes their exclusives go.
We know exactly how their exclusives go, actually. So here's the deal with Target. As far as just Funko Pop hunting goes, they had like toy sales going on, like 20 to 30% off, and I believe Funko Pops go under that. I think they fall under that. But the more important thing is, when you guys are out Target Funko Pop hunting / Black Friday, beating up, you know, dealing with people.
Bows.
This is what you need to look for. You need to look for 4 brand new Batmans. These Batmans are Negative Batman, Gold Midas Batman, North Pole Camo Batman, and Glow-in-the-Dark Professor Radium Batman. Now you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. The heck are those? I'm a Batman fan and I didn't even know. I had to look this up. I was like, I like the gold one. The gold one looks cool. Oh, that green one's glowing.
I was going to say, that green one's kind of cool.
The white one looks like the zebra Batman, the bullseye Batman. No big deal, whatever. And then the negative Batman, I was like, not to be negative about this, but I like that Batman.
Oh,
so I was like, gotta do it. Okay, I gotta find it. These have started to show up in California. I don't think they're necessarily a Black Friday item. It's just they might show up in your Target by Black Friday. So keep your eye on these because these are ones that people are going to want. It does look like they're stocking a lot of them, which is a good thing.
Hopefully they're stocking a lot of them because we've had a lot of issues with at least our local Target with exclusives. They haven't been getting them lately at all.
Now let's talk a little bit about these Batmans because they're so weird, and here's a little history of them. The Negative Batman made his first appearance in the 1960 Detective Comics Comics number 284. So it's a pretty interesting information about that. A little strange, but I can dig it. It's the 60s. People are weird in the 60s.
That's so true.
Now up next is the rest of them, the strange costumes of Batman. Minus the one that has this weird, like, underwater thing going on. He wasn't in it, but I really wish he would be in it.
Maybe he's going to be an exclusive that's upcoming and they're still working on it.
Yeah, he looks like he might actually be a cool Batman. But maybe Funko was like, well, we can't repaint it, so I redo it. Maybe
that's true.
Now, the strange costumes of Batman made their first appearance in the 1950 Detective Comics number 165.
Nailed it.
Okay, yeah, so I know. They're a little strange. But if you're a Batman fan, you're going to want them.
But let's be honest, Batman has some really strange characters and costumes and storylines occasionally,
That's what I like.
So I think it's perfect for this.
This is what I ask for. I want obscure characters.
Yeah.
And that's what you're giving them. So I'm digging it. Up next is kind of a real quick go through on the Black Friday online sales. This isn't all of them, but just a few of them that we've seen as of now. Now you'll see some Black Friday sales really in a lot of stores, just about every store.
Yeah,
but some of the prevalent ones that sell pops are Entertainment Earth. They're going to have a Black Friday sale. You're also going to see one at Forbidden Planet. So if you guys are in the UK, keep an eye on Forbidden Planet. They will have pops on there for sale. You'll see some from Animatasia. They're going to have a Black Friday sale. I think their pops are running for about $6, so they have a decent little selection there as well. Now the next one is sort of a special one if you're a Blizzard/Overwatch fan. They're coming back out with, on Black Friday online, their White Reaper from Overwatch pop, so kind of keep an eye on that too. The last thing we want to talk about is something that dropped today that we were really, really excited about, finally. We just talked about it when we did our Loot Crate video.
We did!
We wanted Loot Crate to come back with an exclusive pop. Well, they are in December. Thankfully, thank God.
Yes, it's been forever.
It has been forever. I think Doc was the last one.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's been a while. Back to the Future, a long time ago. That was their
like
anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, maybe.
Wasn't that last October?
Maybe Han Solo was last. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it felt like forever. Well, they're back and they're doing it with the theme Revolution. And they said the box would contain Assassin's Creed, Mr. Robot, and Firefly. So those are three very sort of different series.
I hope it's Assassin's Creed because I feel like there are a lot of exclusives that they could put in that box.
Yeah, I think like a dynamic one would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe do them upside down. With their hands
Oh,
outside.
that would be awesome.
I'm not really sure what they would do, but that would really, really cool. As far as Mr. Robot goes, I know Funko is working on Mr. Robot right now, so there's a very good possibility that's what it'll be.
It probably is.
It'll be like the first one that anybody sees from Loot Crate. So that's a possibility. And then as far as Firefly goes, now Firefly, I don't think it sold very well.
I don't think it did. Last I remember seeing it was in the clearance bins pretty quickly.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they would take the chance at Firefly. Now I know that it takes a while to get these things all sorted out, but I wouldn't imagine it's going to be Firefly. Yeah. I wouldn't think so.
I think we can pretty much rule that one out.
Yeah, it might not be any of these because that's just they always just kind of hint at stuff and say, "Here's 3 series."
We could be blowing smoke in the wind right now.
It could be a completely different series we're not even thinking of. I hope it's V for Vendetta.
Oh my gosh, yes! Or wouldn't it be funny if it was like the Beatles with their song The Revolution?
I just had an idea!
Oh my gosh, you scared me!
Oh, I just had an idea.
What?
We'll talk about whatever the heck you were talking about. The Hot Topic box? Or the Hot Topic Dome Pop?
Yeah!
That should have been V for Vendetta with a rose in his hand.
That'd
have been sick! That would have been so sick. Oh my god, that thing would have been just beautiful, just sitting there like, oh man. Or maybe put him with a bunch of dynamite around. Oh my god. Or in the bed, laying down with the dynamite and roses.
With the train, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come down off of that. Come down off of that high, because I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, okay. Well, anyways, it won't be as cool as that, I'm sure, but it's gonna be something. It's a Loot Crate exclusive pop, so that's awesome. We do have a coupon code if you guys want to use it. It's Nerd Therapy. That'll save yourself 10%, and we'll put a link in the description box for that. Alrighty, so that was it. You know, kind of a what to do on Black Friday/Thursday if you're a pop hunter.
It seems like there are going to be a lot of different sales, lots of options, and if you are wanting to be a hermit crab and avoid the crowds, you have all kinds of options online too, so you're okay in that aspect.
It's fun, but it's not fun at the same time, so I totally understand if you don't want to go out there. But, you know, it's fun just to get out there with your friends and do whatever crazy stuff.
Yeah, if you get a group of people.
Wear ugly sweaters and stuff like that.
Be obnoxious. That's a lot of fun. We go every year and have a good time. but sometimes it can be annoying with those big old crowds.
Now, to anybody that's new to Funko Pop hunting this year, I just want to give a few words of advice before we go here for our Black Friday. Number one, do not overbuy. I think that's the number one thing. Don't overbuy, because this is what their boxes do. They kind of tempt you into buying them.
Yes.
That's their sole purpose, and we can understand that. Just don't overbuy. Don't buy 5 of them, 6 of them, 10 of them in hopes that you'll get a certain one, because you might be let down. So kind of keep that in mind, because there were a lot of people that were let down last year.
Yeah.
And then they were still selling the box a long time afterwards. In fact, it's still online now. I think you can still buy last year's box. But they will only be available in that box, so you can't go buy them on the shelf. So if you do want something, if you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan, or if you're a big, I don't know if you want to say if you're a big Power Ranger fan, because there's only one in there and that's going to be pretty rough to even find it. That'd be a hard one to
That's
find,
going to be the most difficult.
If you're a Mega Man fan or a Dragon Ball Z fan, at least you have a better chance of getting a pop you want.
Yes.
Now that goes with a Walmart one. You're not going to want to buy a bunch of those. If you're a flipper, there's no point. You're not going to make a ton of money on it, so don't do that.
Right.
Now the Hot Topic's going to be something different. I don't know what the rarity of that one is. I know they're only going to make it for like these 3 days or whatever, and then it's going to be gone and that's it. So I don't know how rare or how like sought after that thing's going to be.
I don't think it's going to be super rare, because like last year's Hot Topic and mystery boxes, I felt like those weren't super rare afterwards. People kind of were able to acquire those pretty readily.
I wonder why they didn't do the mystery.
I don't know. I kind of wondered that. I thought I was looking forward to that, because we had a really good time with it. And they didn't have it this year.
They probably should have held off on some of their other ones and went with that. But yeah, so that's just the words of advice. Don't go over there and overbuy. I guess keep in mind you're going to have to be buying for your family too for Christmas, so don't go and spend a ton of money.
That's right.
Now, if you guys want a little more information about like video game hunting, or maybe just a pop hunting shopping guide, we have all this laid out on our website, nerdtherapy.net. We'll put a link down below for you guys to check that out. And that's it, so good luck, guys.
Good luck.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.